What is up, YouTube? This is Nick from Everything Card Games. I know I haven't put out any content for over 2 months. Life has been crazy, work has been crazy, but beyond that, we're back. And I'm starting a new series. This is mostly a brand new MTG Arena account. I'm gonna go through and roughly every 3 days, I'm gonna play like an hour on it. And I'm gonna like go through the quests and show like the decisions I'm making as like a free-to-play perspective. I figured it'd be kind of fun to go through, and it's a pretty easy way to put content out. So if you like this video, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more stuff. It's not gonna be super edited. It's just gonna be going through, opening packs, just seeing like what it looks like to play like once every 3 days just to clear out your quests and stuff. So we got our quest, play 25 lands, pretty easy. We unlock a white-blue deck if we cast 25 red or green spells, which I did start this account yesterday. I did the color challenges and got the red-green deck, so we can take a look at that. Let's go ahead and see what this new daily deal in the store is. I also have a couple codes I have to unlock. Okay, so it doesn't look like there's anything on there that's exciting. Yeah, that's just card styles. We don't care about that. So I think there's a couple of a couple more that I needed to grab. The ones in standard don't really matter. The reason I'm picking them up is because they go towards the vault progress, and you can open wild cards in them, so they're not like too bad. So I think I have a couple of these to get. Yeah. And again, like, see right there, that's just a free rare wild card, so might as well go for it. See if I spelled that right. Nope. Alright. Now, you've seen me misspell the same dumb word twice, so we're gonna look it up. Alright. There also might be some... Alright, there we go. I kept thinking there was like an I before the G. Okay, so I guess that one... I don't remember all of the codes, so we'll just go with that for now. Let me just make sure there isn't like... Okay, so there was one for Core 2020, which is kind of cool because there is some things in that set I think that are like reprints that'll be decent. Okay. So again, none of this really matters just because most of it's not legal. Deadweight might be legal, actually. I don't know if it is or not. That would have been really good if it was still legal. As I guess it's good for like historic if we eventually go that route. And we got a common wild card. So, not too bad. Alright, so... Hey, rare wild card. Nice. I don't plan on spending any wild cards until I can completely finish a deck. With the Kaya was also a good card. Just because I don't want to like waste them and then switch decks. Like I want to have like a complete deck. That card just got banned on Legacy, funny enough. But yeah, we're getting some common and uncommon wild cards. That's nice. Ooh, mythic wild card, even better. So yeah, even though like again, even if you're not interested in standard and you're building it, or in historic and you're building a new account, it's good to go through and just find like the old quests.
Ever see a volcano erupt in person?
That's cool.
You're about to.
Just so that you like have a good like you get those free like wild cards because packs always have wild cards and that will go towards your standard collection. So I'm just going to build a new red-green deck from scratch. You could build like mono, but I don't think our decks are good enough to play monocolor decks. So it's standard. Let's see, shocks are going in. It's just a reasonable card. This guy's okay. We'll put in some Scorching Dragonfires. Bone Crusher Giant, it's a one of in that red-green deck. Very good card. A little too good in my opinion, but hey ho. Guy seems alright. Let's see. Terror of the Peaks is quite good. Prefers Intervention is fine. Volcanic Salvo's okay, I suppose. Alright, Humble Naturalist helps cast spells. We got that, a Lotus Cobra. Nessian Horn Beetle can be pretty good. Scavenging Ooze, Ram Through. Let's see. I don't want like too much ramp because this deck isn't particularly good at doing that, so I'll only go ahead and take out a Forest for that. It just seems kind of decent. I don't have any kicker cards in the deck, so I'm not going to put that in. I will put in Oran Reef. Oran Reef Ooze is just a decent card. Not amazing, but it does work. The card can be okay. Let's see, and I think that's it so far for that. Orny Slays the Trolls. We picked up a couple in like the free packs. Originally I recorded this with like the color challenges, but then that video was over 2 hours long, and I just didn't really feel like that was worth wasting your all's time on. Oh wait, I only have 3 of these, and I'm certainly not crafting one of those. Okay. So next I'll add the 3 Rampart Smashers. I could add this thing, but I don't think it's actually that good. I like the 5/5 aspect of this a lot better, and it's easier to cast, technically speaking. So yeah, that's a deck. There's probably other ways I could have built the deck that are a bit better, but you know, it's a start. I'm just going to play on ranked because, well, why not? You can see I played with Stomp Stomp. So generally speaking, I would say if you're building a collection, it's good to draft just because, like, if you're decent at draft, you can get you can play pretty cheaply. The reason I'm not going to be going that for this is A, the deck I want to build isn't based on Kaldheim cards, and I also don't love Kaldheim as a set. Like, it's a great draft format, don't get me wrong. I actually really like the draft format. I'm just going to keep this because it has playable stuff. I wasn't paying that much attention, to be honest. Alright, well, we got plenty of removal. But the reason I don't think that there's enough in Kaldheim that's particularly relevant for standard and whatnot, that I really want to try to make that happen. Like, I can obviously just try and play drafts and then get all the Kaldheim cards, and it would be reasonably efficient, but I don't think that's the direction I want to take. Okay, so here I'm just going to go ahead and shock this while they're tapped out. They might be playing combat tricks or something, and I'll just also go ahead and get in for one because I'm not looking to play any of this. I'll just play on 3-1. Also makes this cheaper because this is based on power. So depending on what they do, I can Perforos's Intervention to kill something. Ooh, Youthful Knight, that's a little bit scary. So I guess I'm going to take some damage here. I could, go ahead and, just, use this to kill the 2/2, but I'd rather just get the 4/4 out. It does a reasonable job, and now if they don't, then I get to kill 2 other things. If they don't kill this. They're tapped out, right? Why would they do that? Alright, we're just going to block like that, because I don't think they realize it could still block. And now I am just gonna kill both their creatures. Let another carrier hit. Eventually we'll need to find something else to do, but you know. I'm gonna stack for 3. Yeah, I was like, this game's looking pretty good for us. They're on to 1 card in hand. And now we get to rank up. Yeah. That's right, we only played 3 lands that game. Oof. Alright, I'm not going to go, like, buy packs. I'm just going to wait to clear the quest and see how many packs we can buy. At that point... The other reason I'm not going to use any wild cards right now is because you unlock those decks, and I don't want to play, like, I don't want to, like, craft something and not realize it's one of the decks. I could look it up, but I'm kind of lazy, so... Alright, we're going to keep this. It's got some action. If I draw an untapped land, I can go turn 2, well, actually... Excuse me, I can go turn 2 this into turn 3 that, and then if I... Depending on what I draw. If I don't, well, I guess it now just depends. Ooh, what's hell? Yeah, I think I'm just going to go ahead and run this out. If I draw the land, it gives me access to a turn 3 5/5. If I don't, it looks like mono red, so like having this out so that I can fight this actually seems kind of nice. Let's see, because now I could ram through it, but I want to save the ram through because it's instant speed. I guess if they have Demon Bolt, then I get kind of punished. So I'm just gonna pass here. Okay, so it's red-black. And now, like, if they go to kill this or something, then I can ram through in response. And it doesn't feel too bad. Blood Sky Massacre, huh? Okay. I think since they didn't go to attack, I'm just going to go ahead and do this now. Partially because the animation kept going, so I knew that they didn't actually have a response. I'm going to go ahead and run this out. It's a little unfortunate that I don't actually have a clean like block on this. And they're going to get a card off this. But again, a little unfortunate, but there's not much I can do about it. Unfortunately, I just missed a 4th land drop. Oof. That was a little troubling. Well, I guess we have a 1/3, so it can't be that bad. Oh, I guess I could have played. I could have played this if I really wanted to. Well, I guess now, like, this opens up me playing Terror of the Peaks, which it could be worse. So right now, that's giving. All right, we'll just take this. We have some life to play with. Shock. A little awkward to draw that there. Let's see, only 1 color. I'm gonna go ahead and run this. Well, if I run out the Terror of the Peaks, it's nice in the sense that, yeah, I'm gonna do this, because the reason being is, A, this lets me hold up, like, interaction. B, if I play this and they kill it, I don't really have a ton of follow-up. Whereas if I do it this way, if they go to kill it, I can kill something in response, like whatever they try to equip this to. Because this is giving +3/+3 right now. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. That's pretty good. I'm gonna block like this. Well, yeah. And then before damage, I'll ram through the Torbran. Again, because they have, like, it's not doing that, I know they don't have an instant. It's not, like, super, it's not really quite like Magic when you know that they're not going to have an instant, because it's auto-passing for them. But hey, that's an advantage. Ooh, now they can, that's not even that amazing for them. They're going to kill my knight, which kind of sucks, but... Oh, they chose to hit me instead. Ew. Was not expecting that, to be honest. In that case, I'm just gonna go ahead and Arnie slays the trolls to kill this. Not sure that I agree with that, to be honest. And then I'm just gonna pass. Here, I'll discard the shock. I discarded another axe. Okay. I'm gonna put the counter here. So now, play the land, hit him for 7. And then I'll play out Terror of the Peaks. I mean, if they don't kill me this turn, I'm gaining 7 probably. Also, I can chump this. It's not a big deal. This doesn't have trample or anything, so... like, it's big and I have to block it, but... Or actually, do I have to block it? I don't think I do. Also, I know that if I... Alright, so we gain a life. I mean, they're just dead, right? Yeah, because I can do that. So, yeah, let's just go for it. Nice. We technically could have like killed it with like salvo and then a fight beforehand, but we're getting at that point like main phase 2 I could salvo if they happen to be still alive anyway. So it doesn't really matter. Okay, so we're almost done with that. And then we can take a look at that blue-white deck. Okay, those hands keep. First off, we have the best card in our deck. Second off, we have a lot to do. Ooh, ew. I don't know why they're playing that card. I could play this out to help develop my mana, but I think I'm just gonna hold off and stomp something. This looks eerily like the intro deck. And it's not, if I miss my third land drop, it's not like I don't have things to do. Yeah, they're just playing the intro deck. Oh, God. You poor soul. Well, let's go ahead and kill the one that can grow, because I don't care that much about a 1-1. So I will go ahead and run out this now. So, what my plan is for packs at the moment. Do I want to make this block? No. I want to open Throne of Eldraine. I know it rotates, but that's in like 6 months or something like that. And I just don't think it's that important. Ooh, that's kind of awkward. Yeah, I'm gonna run out the scavenging ooze. They might have a removal spell, but it's not like they have me under real pressure. And eventually I'll draw a third land and it'll just be kind of over. Ooh, they had the second one. I was kind of hoping that they wouldn't have it right away and I could untap and make them weaker. But, oh well. Well, it's just unfortunate. I suppose I will just keep playing things and eventually they'll have to kill them. And eventually they won't be able to kill them all. Well, it looks like this one's dying too. Let's see, so they got 4 cards in hand. So far, again, playing through the color challenges, I know what this deck is. I'll save this for like Sangir Vampire or something with Bros. Ooh. That's kind of scary. Okay, so we got third land now. That's good. That is good. I'm going to go ahead and attack. My reasoning being, if they choose to block, like I can't block with this anyway. If they choose to block, I can pump it, and I'll feel pretty good about that. I am about to take like 6 here, which is kind of unfortunate. If they don't block, or they might have a removal spell, like. Okay, yeah, so they have the removal spell, which, I mean, that's fine. That was like -3, -3. They could have killed my Bone Crusher Giant with that if they wanted to. So here, I could play this, but it doesn't actually do... It does something similar to this. So I think I'm just going to play this out. Also, this is a card he already knows about, so why give him more information about my hand when it kind of accomplishes the same thing? If I block here... Then I'm taking 5. I'm just gonna take it. I don't think it's worth taking, like, trading a Bone Crusher for a Typhoid Rat and 1 damage. Well, that's just awkward. Fortunately, it's not as good to do that on the play, so I'll just run out Warden of the Chained. They're down to 1 card in hand. They've already... Oh, do they have a removal spell? That's really odd. Awkward. So now if I leave both back, I can double block this if I need to. Granted, if they have a murder, that doesn't work. Ooh, choosing to murder that. Don't know if I agree with that. I would probably get rid of the 4/4. But, you know. Okay. I can't justify that. I know I'm going to trade a card for that card eventually, but if I had 1 land, this would be so good. Okay, so I could do this to make the 1/1 to guarantee that, like, I could block, but I don't even think that that's that good. If I do that, then I double block. It means next turn if I draw a land, I can play this to answer that. But then again, if I do this, then I can just answer that anyway. So we're going to try it this way. So if he ever draws Nightmare, well, if I draw a land, I have an out to it. Well, if they had just the removal spell... Okay, they just had the removal spell. I don't know why they wouldn't just, you know, do it beforehand. That makes this really awkward, because I have to block this. So I guess I'm just gonna play this. I'm not getting the counters, which really sucks. But there's no point in trading a 4-2. Like, if I draw a land, this actually cleans up both if I get there. Granted, that's assuming he doesn't draw another removal spell, but he's played through like 5 of them, so it could be worse. I guess this is also assuming he doesn't play another one. Okay. Yeah. Oh well. Yeah, never found a 4th land. Not much you can do about it. At least we don't lose rank at this rate, because we're so low on the ladder. Alright, we got a blue-white enchantment deck. Ooh, it comes with a Cure at Best of Sea God. Alright, wonder what deck we're running tomorrow. Well, 3 days from now, because again, this is on the premise that you play once every 3 days to clear quests. Let's take a look at that. Starry-Eyed. Let's see. So, we got Birth of Melodies. That card's actually really good. Although it doesn't have the... It's awkward. Getting another Elspeth Conqueror's deck is nice, and getting Temples is just good. But, oh, Luminous Broodmoth. That's not too bad. Archon's actually pretty good, too. My one awkward... Like, this doesn't have the... I don't know if I have any in my collection. Probably not. Why can't I think of it? Maybe, I think they're called Omens? Yeah, Omen of the Sea. This card's really good, and it doesn't have it. And it'd be like a really good fit for this deck. But, oh well. I mean, a deck is a deck. Getting Banishing Lights is pretty nice. Birth is really good for control decks. Which, I kind of want to try throwing one together. But I guess I'll wait. We'll keep playing our Stompy Stomp to get 25 lands in some packs. Okay, so... Alright, this is a keep. Turn to this into this, or this, or... There's a lot of different options here. Oh, and we're on the play, I didn't even notice that. I could play this on 3 just so that I have a way to, they're on blue-black. Just so that I have, like, this growing from the start, but just starting with a 5/5 can be so backbreaking. Especially in this kind of scenario where so far when we played, it's not really playing like a tier 1 deck. Let's see if they put Death Fetch. Okay, they put Lifelink on it, huh? Does drawing that change what I want to do? I don't think so. I think I'm still just running this out. Also, now if they play like another creature that can die to Stomp, I can play Dreamstalker Manicore with this, and then hold up Stomp and kill both of these. Or, assuming they play another creature that can die to Stomp, which... it's not too unlikely. This card was a decent but not amazing card from Ikoria, like in draft. Never really seen standard play. Oh, they going for stuff. Lifelink and Death Touch, huh? Choosing not to attack, which means they don't really want to make the trade. Which is interesting. I could attack and see if they go for the block. Given they didn't attack, I assume that they're going to just take this. That would be my guess. Yeah. So now what we'll do is we'll play this out. And if they go to mutate onto this, we can use Dreamstalker, Manticore, and Crush to kill it. And that'll be pretty good. That's fine. If they attack, we'll just take 3. I don't want to use, like, not use my mana, so I'm gonna go ahead. That's pretty good. Alright, so now I'm just gonna attack with here. So it looks like they're on like a blue-black mutate deck. I really hope this isn't the blue-black deck you get for playing and winning. Or like playing the games, like the decks you get, like how we got that blue-white one. Because I'm assuming there's a deck of like every color. I want to just play Hunter Giant. Actually, we can play both. I'm not holding this up, so... Sure, I'll put the counter here. It takes this out of disfigure range, or like neg 2 range. I don't know if there's anything like that that's being played, but... Okay, so they spent their turn mutating this. Which is it? I think they're just dead here. To be honest. They have to block this and they take like 11. Just for YOLOs. So at the very least, it seems like our red green pile does okay against other piles. But yeah, I kind of alluded to this earlier, but the reason why I want to get an open Throne of Eldraine, even though it's rotating in 6 months, is I want to build blue-black rogues. I think it's a really good deck for reasonable amount of non-rares. Like, the core of the deck is mostly commons and uncommons, and a lot of those are in Eldraine. And if I happen to open broken Eldraine cards, like, it could be worse. This seems okay. This looks more like a limited hand than a constructed hand, but especially because like 2 of these cards are actually in the same draft format. Which, I mean, it is a good draft format. Or were they going to unsummon my Elysian Caryatid? It's not quite the same as bolting the bird, but I guess you can do it. It's either that or opt. They chose not to, so I'm leaning towards either they really wanted to hold on to an opt, or they really wanted to, or they like thought about unsummoning this. Ooh, Vantress Gargoyle. That's scary. Let's see, you can't attack unless defending player has 7 or more cards in their graveyard, and it can't block. So it can block right now, but not attack. That's fine. I don't want to attack into it like that. That just seems kind of pointless. Right now this is drawing a card. Oh, that's just sad. They built an island. It's rigged. Come on, opponent. You can do it. I'll go and attack for one. There's no real reason not to. If they have a way to like untap this, it's not particularly good for them, so. Because then they just block and then I Scorching Dragonfire it since I'm kind of forced to anyway. So it's a basic for like basically the starter deck. Oh man, that's unfortunate. That is cruel. Okay, well, we do something. Let's see if they have a counter spell. The good news is right now they're not actually really putting me under any pressure. I don't want to attack into it now. So right now this is drawing 2 cards. Again with the... Let's see if they attack here. Okay, they did choose to attack. I'm just going to go ahead and Scorching Dragonfire the 3/3. Yeah, take 1 less damage and B. That was kind of bound to happen. Oh, that was a good top deck. So now I'm going to go to combat. This gets a counter because there's a power 4 creature. Hit him for 3. I'm holding this up so that on their turn I can use this to draw 4 cards and kill their 1/1. Because this now taps for 2 because I have this. And if they go to do something in response, like if they unsummon this in response, I'll still draw 3 cards, so like everything will still happen. See, I'm at 4 cards, so this can start attacking soon. Let's see, River's Favor. I'm not sure how I feel about that card. That being said, I'm also have I'm gonna have 2/4 power creatures, and I'm gonna have a grip, like draw 4 more cards. Let's see what they do here. If they go to play like the Sphinx or something that bounces a creature, I would probably just do it in response. But there's no like I'm just gonna take 1 here. There's no reason like. I can do this now to kill that, but it's just 1 damage. Now that he's tapped everything, I'm going to go ahead and go for it. And I'll kill this, since I'm already doing this. Like, I don't want to waste a whole turn of mana. Nice. Ooh, that was a good top deck. I can eat creatures out of my own grave. So that I don't, I can eat creatures so this can't attack. Alright, so he's going to unsummon that. I'm okay with that. So I'll attack for 4. Next, I will play Scavenging Ooze, and I'll go ahead and run the Hornbeetle out again. I still have access to triple green if I need to. Also, the fact that that auto clicked probably means you didn't have an instant in hand, but yeah, Scavenging Ooze is really good. It means it's not realistically that he can race, and this is going to be like a 5/5. Whoa! Well, I guess this can block still. Unfortunately for him, he already played a land, so... Well, them, not him. Unfortunately... Yeah, I don't have anything that uses my grave. But now I'm just going to eat cards out of my grave so that thing never gets to attack. And the other thing is, there's enough creatures in graves because he's milling us that I can make this a 6/6 and fight. And then they're just dead because they're tapped out. Yeah, and I don't know how I feel about... I'll just go ahead and do this too. Yeah, I guess they're done on board. Well, yeah, they are. Maybe? No, they're not dead on board. What am I saying? They don't technically know that I have removal. Okay, so play land. Let's eat theirs, sure. And now I'll play Arnie Slaves of Trolls just to make these two fight. And then go to combat. Give him back the good game. Good old scavenging is. This card was a mainstay in Legacy for a long time, and he's playing Modern too. Oh yeah, Bronze too. We're really ranking up now. I am kind of scared of when this deck, like, we have to start playing against, like, real meta decks. We got a Kaldheim pack. Wouldn't mind, like, a Sorul's Packmate or something, or, like, Never Saw It Coming. There's some decent stuff. Alright, so we'll get, what, one card? Yeah, we're not getting gold rewards for the next little bit. We got, what, 18 minutes? Let's go ahead and start opening packs. Why not? Let's see. Thornable Drain. Let's see if we get updates to our deck. I'll start with the Kaldheim one because it's the least exciting. That's an okay card. Again, I'll be happy to pick up any of those lands. Tundra Fumarol's okay. The problem is you have to be on snow. And you have to be on snow and you have to have a way to use the colorless mana. Alright, well, nothing in the comments on the fly are worthy for. Worthy Knight's okay. I keep getting a lot of, like, white rares. Okay. I forgot what, I think it's like, we'd have to win 4 more times to get this. I suppose there's no reason not to, given we have another roughly 15 minutes to play around with. Plex. Alright, we're gonna keep this. It's got lands, things to do. Ooh, I think they're also on the starter deck. Luckily this time, we're not just on two land city. At least have 3. And we have 4. We'll go ahead and run this out. They're probably going to kill it, but it is what it is. I'd kind of, with this hand, I'd rather them kill this than these, just because this helps make Volcanic Salvo playable. Although again, even if they run out like the 35, we'll take like one hit with this, and then bad deal. It's not horrible. Yeah, I'll just run this out now. We're gonna take 5 from this, and then we're gonna Perforce's Intervention it. So. Could be worse. Yeah, I'm not. Oh, I can't block anyway, but. Ooh. That's gonna keep growing. I don't want to take 5 again, but I also want to develop stuff. Let's just go ahead and attack for 3. I'm kind of surprised they attacked with this, to be honest. Trading 1 damage for 3 damage doesn't seem particularly ideal. We'll kill this. Yeah, I kind of want to kill the flyer, but this isn't as much of an immediate threat. And I can. It's gonna be a long time before I can't Volcanic Salvo that thing. Okay, so now they're holding this back. So nothing there. Yeah, we'll just play out our things. Technically speaking, I can make this cost 1 less if I want to, but I don't think it's necessarily worth doing. I'm not going to attack because there's no point in them just getting to block with this for free. But now, next turn, if they don't kill any of our creatures, I can Volcanic Salvo. I'd kind of like them to play something else. Oh, they didn't. Volcanic Salvoing just to kill this feels kind of bad. Problem is I'm at... The problem there being I'm at 8, so I don't really want to take another hit from that thing. And now I'll just attack for 7 while I can. Fortunately, I haven't drawn anything else. Like, I started with those, and really that's how I'm going to end, is with those in hand. Like, I'm not going to shock that. I'm definitely not going to do that. Oof. Because unfortunately this is a fight, so they deal damage back, so it'd just be a trade. The reason I don't want to shock this is just because I don't think it's worth doing. I will play this, however. That's something to do. Eventually we'll draw like Terror of the Peaks or Bone Crusher Giant or just something with stats. That's a card. Let's see what they do here. Okay, so they're going to murder this. So in response, I'm going to shock the Sanitarium skeleton. There's no real use going to face. And then I'll kill this. Yeah, they can return that to their hand, but now it doesn't really matter if they return it to their hand because they're going to be at 3. Both of these are lethal, and they would need to top deck. They need to top deck a few things. Yeah, there we go. Hopefully this card reward is some spice. Usually it's not, but you know, it could be. It's a colossal plow. Not exactly ecstatic. Alright, we should be able to get one more game in, and hopefully it's a win, because then we can get another 50 gold. And we also get some experience and whatnot. Against Fock Bunny. Alright, this is a keep. This seems fine. Ooh, they mulliganed. I'm okay with this. Ooh, they mulliganed again. I'm even more okay with this. So it's looking like turn 2 will be Remrock Knight, turn 3 Warden. I can already Slays the Troll to fight something, and then I can make this bigger. Or I can just play out Terror of the Peaks or something. Also, what is that? It's a little alarming that they have a pet, just because it means they spent money on this game. I'm not going to keep a land on top. Yeah, I want to get to Terror, but I'm going to end up drawing lands anyway, probably, based on statistics, so I'd rather just try to draw more action. Ooh, a Typhoid Rat. Are they also on the... See? Land. That's a really awkward one. Because if I go to fight something, I was just going to trade with Typhoid Rats anyway. So a little unfortunate that that worked out that way. I'm curious if they'll attack here. They probably shouldn't. Ooh, yeah, they have a Triumph. Wait. What do they do? What are they playing? I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can get an attack. I'm assuming they held it back because they were playing. No. Interesting. I'm gonna run this out because it means I can play Terror and into Warden, which is pretty nice, and I'll have like I can play Warden and fight something. I'm guessing they're on like Finn the Fangbearer. Yeah, they. Oh god, they're playing like they have real cards. That's horrifying. Well, Finn isn't that good. So this is where they show me Finn the Fangbearer. No, but I'm almost assured, like I'm like positive that's the kind of deck they're on. Which kind of makes this a little unfortunate. Okay. Gonna go ahead and attack for 3, because I'm fine if it trades. I mean, that just means it's less Death Touch on the board for Finn. And it means this is way more threatening. Hopefully they don't have a removal spell for it. If they do, it's not the end of the world, but I'd prefer if they didn't. Because the next turn I can kill 2 of their things, and it'll be pretty over. Ooh, do they have a fight spell? Heartless Act. Sadness. At least they still take 3. Alright, there's Finn. Okay, so I have access to... Not enough mana. Let's see, I'll attack now. And then I'll play this Warden of the Chained. And I'll play Arnie Slays the Trolls. And then have those 2 fight. Because poison counters don't matter until I get to 10. He has 2 cards in hand, so it's not looking super hot. Also, this does work nicely with Trample. Just because, like, he's playing a bunch of 1/1s. So even if he blocks, he can't block all of it. Ooh, taking on life. I'm okay with this. Obviously it's a 2-for-1, which is problematic, but... Okay. This trades for any of these anyway, so I'm going to put the counter here. So now I'm just going to play out my hand. There's no reason not to. And now this boy can brawl. If he wants to trade 1 and take 5, I'm okay with it. That kind of trade was probably going to happen anyway, so at least I get some good value out of it. Ooh, that's scary. That's really scary. Alright, well I don't want to trade these for that. I'm just going to hang tight. Eventually I can... Well, what can I... Top deck. Fortunately they can attack in the air with the Nighthawk Scavenge. Ooh. That's also scary. But they're choosing not to attack. Fortunately we are drawing a lot of lands. Good news is it's not like they can attack into me, because I mean I'm at 23. Forgot what else this did. Okay, so he gives like Planeswalker Death Touch and Drains, so it's like a... Ooh, that's interesting. I don't know how I feel about that choice. Okay, well there's Dreamstalker Mana Core. It's something to add to the board at least. So I guess what I'm looking for here is if I start drawing like a Shocks or something, or Scorching Dragonfire, we're in a pretty good spot. If he plays like a Finn and swings out, I just have to not take 3 hits. And then I can just block 2 things and feel okay about it. Because, like, say I draw Scorching Dragonfire, I can just kill this and kill one of his 1-drops for free. Ew. That's scary. Yeah. That's pretty good against him. I think I'm just dead here, to be honest. I can't attack into this. Unfortunately, I kind of just ran out just a little short. It also doesn't help that I've drawn a lot of lands in comparison, but I mean, it is what it is. Because they're going to start gaining 4 life every time they swing with that. Ooh, does this change anything? It would have a turn ago, but I don't think it does. Yeah. I'll kill this. And I'll run it out. Fortunately, these don't have trample. If I had like trample somewhere on this board, I think I'd be okay. But I don't. I guess my main hope here is that he just kind of misplays. It goes for like an all-out swing or something. I don't think it's going to happen. But you never know. If he plays another one of these, I'm in trouble because he's going to gain 10. Okay, so Arlo's taking the 5/5. That's an interesting choice. Ram through, huh? If I still had the Trampler, that'd actually be kind of decent. So I think I'm just dead. I don't want to take too much more time on this. So that'll be this episode or session or whatever we're going to call this. So we got an okay green-red deck. I think we'll be unlocking a new deck next time, so that'll be interesting. We might try to mess around with the blue-white. We'll see what our quest holds, and hopefully our Eldraine packs can treat us nicely. With all that being said, this is Everything Card Games, and you have a lovely rest of your day.